In this video, you are going to learn how to make the viral Milky Doughnut and glazed donuts. So I'm going to drop the ingredients in the comment section. So you are going to need a digital scale. You are going to need measuring cups and measuring spoons. So you are going to drop your digital scale and put in your plate. So if you don't have digital scale, no problem, you can just use your cup. I'm going to drop all the ingredients in the comment section. So I added my flour. So before you do this, you are going to make sure that your yeast is very active. I already know the type of yeast I'm using that is very active. So after adding your flour, so as you can see, I'm using the digital scale to check if the measurement is accurate. So I added my sugar. So this is me adding my yeast now. So I added margarine. If you have butter, you can also use butter for this. But I use margarine for this donut. So I added a pinch of salt and I added 1 egg. So I added my water to it. I use warm water, not hot water, just warm. So I'm going to mix this together. So after mixing it on the bowl, I'm going to transfer it to my work surface and I'm going to knead this for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Note that if your donut is going to come out nice with those white lines, you have to make sure you knead it very well. If you have mixer that you can use for kneading, you can just knead it for at least 10 minutes. But if you are using hand, make sure you knead for at least 20 to 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, this is how my dough looks. So I brought in my scale now and I'm going to be cutting it into sizes. I'm going to be using 80 grams for each size. So as you can see, it's 80 grams. So I already cut my parchment paper into sizes. I'm going to be placing it on my parchment paper. So this is how you do it. You are going to fold it like this, fold it in. Then you are going to close the holes or the place with opening. So you can see how I'm doing mine. Then you are going to hit it on the ground to remove air from it. So I already sprinkled flour on my parchment paper. If you don't put flour on your parchment paper, it's going to stick. When you are trying to remove it from it, it's going to stick to it. So I press it down to make sure it has the same shape. So once I'm done, I'm going to leave it to double in size for at least 40 minutes. So after 40 minutes, you can see the size of my donut. It has doubled in size. So I'm going to heat up my vegetable oil. So I'm going to be placing my donut on it. Make sure your gas or your cooker is not too, the heat is not too high. It should not be high at all. It should just be on low heat so that the donut will not burn. So you are going to fry each side for 3 minutes, then flip it over. Then fry the other side for 3 minutes. So you can see those white lines. If you follow my instructions and you follow your recipe, so you are going to get something this good or something even better than this. So after 3 minutes, you are going to bring it out of your pan or out of your oil. So you are going to place powder milk in a separate bowl. Then rub your donut in your powder milk. Make sure it's still hot while you are rubbing your donut on it. So this is how to know that your donut is very good. Once you press your donut like this, you see how it is. You know that you've done a great job. So the next thing, I'm going to make the filling for the donut now. So I used 1 cup of powder milk and half cup of condensed milk. So you are going to mix this together. So if you don't have whipped cream, I have a recipe for whipped cream on my page. So I already have whipped cream. So I'm going to be adding 2 tablespoons of whipped cream to this, and I'm going to mix it together. So I went over to start using mixer to mix it. So if you don't have mixer, you can just continue mixing with your hand. You are going to mix it till you get this whitish look. So after mixing, you are going to bring in your piping bag and you're going to fill it up with your filling. So you are going to create a hole at the center of your donut. So you are going to fill it up. So in another bowl, or you can just use the leftover. You're going to add food color, like 2 drops of food color to it. So we are going to be using this for the glazed donut. So you are going to mix this together till it gives you that beautiful kind of pink. So I'm going to fill it up into my piping bag. So it's going to be at the top. I'm going to be putting it at the top like this. Going to be rounding my hand on it. So you are going to do it till you take it round to all the donuts. So don't worry, even if there's holes, it's going to cover up. So you can just decorate it with anything you like. You can use Oreo biscuit. You can use what's this thing called? I cannot really remember the name of this thing now. You can use Oreo biscuit. You can just use anything to decorate it to give it that beautiful kind of look. So this is it on how to make your Milky Doughnut and your glazed donuts. Thanks for watching. I'm going to see you in my next video.